Hello and welcome to Project Home DIY. My name is Christine Gloat, the owner and founder of Project Home and the curator of the Project Home boxes. Thanks for joining us in this January where we can assemble some lanterns where we can shine within. So these lanterns, we did a lantern project almost 3 years ago, and it was a hit. They were beautiful, but they were quite a bit to assemble. You're going to find that these are very simple and easy to assemble and just beautiful addition to your home. So let's get started. And very first, this is something you may not want to do with yours, but I'm going to set the lanterns to the side because those won't take long. And I'm actually going to stain the lantern wood. Those won't take very long to stain, but what I do want to do is paint the jars. So this is something you may or may not want to do depending on your decor and your style, but I'm going to paint these and give them a nice matte finish with just paint. Now, keep in mind, doing this, paint is just going to go on the glass and it can scratch off. So if you do want paint to stay, and if you're going to be using your jars, I don't plan to be using my jars. I plan to be using or setting them inside the lanterns and not using them. But if you plan to use them, I would suggest getting the paint that you bake on, which, let me see, it is a Decor art brand, and I think it's a multi-surface paint, and you actually bake it on. We did it in one of our projects before, but that is what I would recommend if you are using your jars physically and going to be actually touching them. If not, any type of paint will really work with this. I'm using a chalk-based paint. This is just Waverly brand, nothing special. But I'm going to use this chalk paint because chalk paint is super pigmented, and it's going to cover the jars in one coat. So to get started, I'm just going to put my hand inside that jar, and before I start, I'm going to put a piece of paper down on the floor because when the jars are drying, I'll set them on the floor and put them in the heater so they can dry a little bit faster while we're staining the side pieces. So painting them, quite simple. Literally just paint it on. So very easy technique. I'm going to, hoping, because it is chalk paint, I will only have to do this one time. Just one coat. So I'm going to get to painting those. Okay, jars are painted. They're just sitting in the heater drying a little bit. So I'm going to move on to staining. And the stain I'm going to use is an antique white. It's going to lighten this wood and make it like real blonde. So we'll still see the wood grain, the real pretty part of the wood grain. This is just Varathane 1 hour wood stain, but when I do stain, definitely wear gloves. And cover your surface with some sort of paper. You can use newspaper, anything. And make sure you shake up your can of stain because all the pigment will settle at the bottom and they'll be totally different color if you don't do that. That looks right. And for stain rag, I use just old rags. Nothing special. Don't buy something. You don't need it. Just use an old dish rag or whatever you have. Oh my. Made a mess when opening that. Okay. So just dip your rag in the stain a little bit and wipe it on. You can also make a faux stain. So if you wanted a white, you can take the white paint that we provided you in the starter kit, dilute it down a little bit with just water, and you can rub it on the exact same way I'm doing this. It just goes on much quicker and dries much faster as well. Okay, so just in comparison, here is white stained, here is the natural wood. So you can see there's a difference. Not a lot, but some. Just what I wanted. I'm kind of looking at my stuff going, this is kind of a beachy type of theme, which I didn't really mean to do, but I don't mind it. So I'm going to stain these other 8 pieces. Might take me a hot second. I'm keeping the lids this natural, I think it's maple color, because I love that color. I love to bring that warm wood color in there with that, the painted jars and everything. And it's just beautiful. So I'm going to get to staining all of these pieces. Okay, finished staining. Those are all going to set up for a little while. And once I get back, I will assemble those and we'll take a look at our lanterns, or our jars, the painted jars, and that is it for this project. So super simple, easy, but elegant and beautiful. So we'll be back. Okay, I assembled one of the lanterns, very easy to do, but I'm also covering the screws just with a tiny bit of paint just to kind of conceal them. And I'm just using a white and dabbing it on and dabbing it off a little, just a tiny bit, kind of conceals them. Okay, to assemble your lanterns, take the screwdriver provided, take 2 pieces, and the screw goes in here, just like that. There's an anchor nut, in each one of the ends of these. So it makes it super easy to screw into because those are already basically done for you. So just screw in there. And of course, in the bottom. Okay, rotate it and do the same. You will notice that a square gets built in the center. That's how you know when it's all completed. So go ahead and put in all the screws. Okay, all the screws are in both lanterns. Again, if you have ugly screw heads showing, you can take just a tiny bit of paint. Here, I'll do it from this side. Kind of dab it in there and dab it up a little bit with your hands. Just kind of gets rid of the screw just a little bit, conceals it. So there is our lanterns. all finished and stained. And then I have the glass jars. You can take the lids and put the lids back on if you choose. Use them as candy jars, light, put a tea light in them. Lots of different ideas. We included some floral. There's some magnolia blooms included, and you can add those in one of them, however you choose to style it. But very simple, easy, great way to start the brand new year and keep creative with us. So thanks for joining us with Project Home DIY. Make sure that you join our VIP group and add your photos of your finished creations, because we love to see how you decided to create this piece for your home, and inspires many of us. So make sure you join that on Facebook. It's on the bottom of the instructions for this project. We'll see you there and see you next month. Stay creative.